How's everyone doing? And hello to the Walking Dead fans out there. In this video I'll be talking about who I think Negan will kill in the Season 7 premiere. And let me know who you think Negan will kill in the Walking Dead Season 7 premiere later tonight. Now, the Walking Dead TV show doesn't follow the comic books to the line, but it does do some of the same things. There are certain characters like Daryl who weren't even in the comic books. And now I haven't actually read the comic books, but I've heard enough people talk about it to know that Glenn is the one that gets killed by Negan in the comic books. And initially I was so worried about Glenn, but I don't know. I really hope it's not Glenn. He's my favorite character on the TV show. Let me know who your favorite character is from The Walking Dead currently. But it could be him, because I feel like they've kind of hinted at killing him many times already. Like in Terminus, he was almost killed with a baseball bat. And then when Nicholas killed himself, everybody thought Glenn died there as well. And maybe they were just kind of gauging the audience response to see how they, would be affected by Glenn's death. I'm not sure. But I'm hoping and I'm thinking it's going to be Abraham. I know a lot of people love Abraham. I like him as a character. But he was kind of talking about leaving already. And you don't know exactly what his feelings are going into it, and after they get done with this situation, is he going to leave the group and all that? So, and in the comic books, instead of Denise being shot through the eye with the arrow, it was actually Abraham, from what I've heard anyways, from people who have told me. I definitely want to check out the comic books. I used to read comic books all the time growing up, and The Walking Dead seems like an amazing comic book to check out, and I love the TV show. It's one of my all-time favorite shows now. I'm just hooked, and the pacing is incredible. The past season, Season 6, so I kind of hope it keeps up with that. Now, one thing I am worried about with Season 7, and something that The Walking Dead's done in the past, is kind of dramatic pacing, where, it's certain story arcs are just carried out and kind of dragged out a little bit. Nah, I still love the show, but it's sometimes. And I'm worried that it's going to do that with this too. They're going to start out this episode and, have Negan there, and then they're kind of backtrack and talk about his backstory, and then talk about other characters, and they're going to have a whole story or a whole episode around Carol, and I love Carol as well. But she's come such a long way from the beginning of her, like, kind of feeble and, fearful of her husband being beaten, stuff like that, into the strong character she is now. That's one of the things I liked about Glenn, too. He's kind of like the moral compass, but he was kind of like considered one of the weaker links, and now he's one of the strongest people in the group, and one of Rick's, like, right-hand man kind of thing. And Rick apparently got his hand cut off in the comic books, and then, I was thinking maybe Negan sees Abraham and thinks he's a big tough guy and kind of like Rick's right-hand man kind of thing. Maybe he'll kill him because of that. So that's who I'm thinking it'll be, is Abraham. And I'm kind of hoping out of everybody, like, I don't want Maggie to die. I don't want Glenn to die. Daryl is like every girl's favorite. Whatever. I mean, he's a great character, but, he's not necessarily my favorite, but he's probably in my top 3. But yeah, Glenn is my favorite for sure, so I'd be devastated if he was killed, but it kind of seems like they've been kind of teasing you with killing him for so long now. But I'm excited for Season 7. Finally, I had to wait so long, and I can't wait to check out The Talking Dead as well. But I'm just hoping they just don't drag it out like they have done with certain other elements before, and make it, so like the mid-season finale essentially, and finally kill off somebody then. I hope it's not a cliffhanger like that. I hope they actually do something like big on the first episode. This is what everybody's kind of been waiting for, all the clamor. And I think the biggest kind of hype since that was when people thought Glenn had died, and that was a huge clamor there. So I know in the comics Glenn dies. Do you think he'll die in this episode as well, or this season? And let me know who you think Negan is going to kill with Lucille. Is he going to kill Glenn, Daryl, Abraham, Maggie? Let me know who you think. Leave me a comment down below. And let me know if you're going to watch tonight, and who your favorite character from The Walking Dead is as well. Hope everybody's doing well. Take care, and I'll be watching later tonight. Hope you will be too.